The Philadelphia 76ers may block James Harden from signing with any team, which is actually kind of crazy. It's this obscure rule that because he's in the final year of his contract, and if he does not report by November 2nd of this season, they can block him from signing with any team in any league legally and be able to take him to a court of law. This is coming from Bobby Marks. So let's just get into this report, okay? So from what we're hearing right here, league sources say James Harden was upset with Daryl Morey for not negotiating a contract with him before this summer's free agency period. Without any options, James Harden opted into his deal in June with hopes of being traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. The whole situation led to James Harden no longer having a relationship with Daryl Morey. But according to sources, acquiring James Harden was part of the reason why the Philadelphia 76ers named Daryl Morey as team president back on November 2nd, 2020. And with that being said, it brings up because league sources say Daryl Morey wasn't surprised at James Harden's commentary and says his attempt to make things personal, given his agent's reaction this weekend to being informed that Sixers weren't able to find a suitable deal. This is coming from Keith Pompey, and I definitely think it's an interesting situation that we're currently in, because if you look at it, okay, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, this has been something that has been escalating behind the scenes for the last several weeks, all right? And the withholding services clause in the CBA is not new. This is not because of the new CBA. No, it was included in the 2017 CBA and in prior agreements. It had no teeth with the Ben Simmons situation because Ben Simmons had 4 years left on his contract in 2021. James Harden has 1 year remaining, meaning he'll be a free agent next summer. So in short, if James Harden doesn't report to the 76ers by November 2nd, 2023, the organization can block him from signing with another team next season. And not just another NBA team, any professional basketball team. This is not a new addition in the CBA, but it only applies to players in the last year of a deal, which explains the rule's relative obscurity. And that's the crazy part, because despite the threats of a public holdout, the Sixers actually have the leverage. The clause in the NBA agreement reads, a player who withholds paying services called for by a player contract for more than 30 days after the start of last season of his contract shall not be entitled to negotiate or sign a player contract with any other professional basketball team unless and until the team for which the player last played expressly agreed for otherwise. So, yeah, they basically can strong arm him, which is crazy to think that, hey, James Harden, you're screwing yourself right here, buddy. But at the same way, James Harden could be like, I don't care, I'm gonna retire. Like, we can all agree that this is kind of a baby move.